Alrighty. Let's get into this. We are back with some more Pokemon Null Hardcore Nuzlocke. Picking up with attempt 18 here, which just made it past Brawly with 2 deaths. Which not terrible deaths, so still perfectly fine with that. Managed another deathless Brawly, which was pretty cool. Yeah, it was a pretty tight fight too. There's a couple AI things that I was not aware of, so but I think we steered pretty well. And then now we got this gauntlet that we got to do, which was kind of giving me a hard time in the calc, but I think we have a somewhat decent plan for it. Some of the fights in particular are going to be just kind of a little wary, but it should be fine. Let's see here. Yeah, we're bringing these guys and throw back. All right. Yeah, this gauntlet is definitely way harder to do without Chestnut. But we did get a Greninja past Brawly, so that guy should be scaling pretty soon, hopefully. I'm just still not super knowledged with using Protean Mons. I haven't used them too much, so yeah. But I think this 6 should be fine to use. I think if the first fight is one of the scarier ones, and then I think like the 4th fight is also a little scary, but as long as I don't get super unlucky, it should be fine. Let's see. Just looking over everything. Alright. So, let's see. Last time I did this strategy on the first fights with a Murkrow, and I got super unlucky. So I'm just really hoping... I mean, because let me see. I do think I care about Stealth Rocks being up. Let me consider really quick if I let it set up Stealth Rocks. What would be my line then? Because I still want to bring Persian for one of the later fights, but let me see. Maybe I could get away with Stealth Rocks potentially being up. Yeah. Because I think if I do Lapras lead, Lapras should still be able to bait... Lapras should still be able to bait Mothim, I think, since... I'm faster, now damage Carnivine. And Wugtrio is faster, but does now damage. So I think it would just bait in order. And just go straight to... Mothim. But then I think it could Quiver Dance on the switch. Which would be fine, because Crobat would still be faster after +1. So... yeah, I think we could probably get away with letting the Stealth Rocks be up. Yeah, why don't we do that? So I think we'll go Cherry Berry in case he uses Thunder Wave for whatever reason. We're gonna go Chesto Berry here. We're gonna go although if I don't go in this way, Mothim could also go for Sleep Powder. I think that should still be fine, because I think we're okay with the Wugtrio possibly going for Final Gambit. Yeah. So let's go... why don't we go Berry Juice here instead? We'll give you a Chesto as well. I guess we'll just go Thornberries. Glendos, what's up in the chat? Appreciate you popping in. Hope you're having a good day today. This feels a little sketchy, but I think it should be fine. I think this should be fine. Yeah, this first fight is always just really sketchy looking, but if we can get past it, then I think we should be okay for the rest of them. So. Let's just go ahead and get into it. Alright, Tuber Haley. This Stunfisk is always an annoying lead, but the more annoying thing is that there is a Wug Trio with a Arena Trap in the back, so gotta make sure you plan for that accordingly. Originally I was gonna try to prevent Stealth Rocks, but I think that route is more risky. I could risk losing my Persian. So we're just gonna let it set up Stealth Rocks and try to play around it. So we're gonna go for Liquidation for the 2-shot here. Okay, Snap Trap, that's fine. So no Stealth Rocks, that's actually good. We'll take that. We can just pick up the KO here. This should bait in Mothim. Oh. Why did Wug Trio come in? That's actually pretty bad for us. Because we can definitely die to Final Gambit now. I might have just lost my Lapras. I thought for sure this was gonna be Mothim. Oh man, that really sucks. Yeah, and we also took a lot of damage here. We can't swap out. Yeah, we just gotta go for... Let's see, highest damage is Avalanche. We can't get crit, but... Foul Play deals 44 max. We're at 129. I probably should have gone Citrus Berry, maybe. Let's see. Yeah, we're always dead to Final Gambit after Foul Play, unfortunately. Yeah, I think we just lost Lapras here, which means we might lose the Gauntlet now. Oh man, that is so frustrating. Yeah, there's no reason to Icy Wind. I mean, it's not guaranteed to go for it, but yeah. I'll play. Let's see, Foul Play, I mean, Final Gambit, let me see. Final Gambit only does off of current HP. So depending on how much HP this has, that looks like about, let's say that's like 40%. Actually no, I think we're perfectly fine. Even if it was at 50%, we would never be dead here. So we can just go for another Avalanche here. Yeah, we shouldn't be dead now. Nice. Okay. Alright, but this will now probably be Carnivine. Oh, it is Mothim. Okay. Alright, well, I'll take that. Oh yeah, I guess we got low enough so that Mothim sees fast KO. That makes sense. Alright, so this is either Bug Buzz or Air Slash, most likely. It could possibly Quiver Dance still. Either way, we just swap directly to Crobat. Yep, Bug Buzz. And this thing has a Focus Sash, but we can just KO through Dual Wing Beat. Alright. And then this just leaves Carnivine. I think we could just stay in and go for another Dual Wing Beat here. Yeah. This most likely won't KO, but probably Snap Trap, yeah. Yeah, so we're perfectly fine. Alright, that actually went a lot better than I thought it would. I forgot that Final Gambit goes off of your current HP, so... I think Lapras there was actually a lot safer than I originally thought. Alright, that was the probably the most one of the more concerning fights. So I think we should be fine from here. Alright, so the next fight is a electric terrain fight. And the Pincurchin has a mental herb, so we can't taunt to prevent it from using spikes or toxic spikes. Yo, what's up, Blastoise Sam? Good to see you again, bro. Appreciate you popping in. I like the shiny Lapras emote there. Alright, so let's see. For this fight... we're either going Leave Any lead or Persian lead. I think either way gets us the same results. It would still always bait. Both of them should still always bait a Alolan Raichu. And Persian's better because I can at least fake out for the first turn to... I could fake out the first turn to burn a electric terrain turn. Yeah, I think that would be good. I could also try going King's Rock to fish for the flinch. But either way should be fine. I think we're gonna do Persian lead. And we'll give you a King's Rock to finish for flinch. Yo, what's up, Vales? Good to see you again, bro. Appreciate you popping in. I'm doing pretty good. How about yourself? Hope you've been doing all right. We just I'm just got this attempt past Brawly the other day. We're just going through the gauntlet right now. We can do these pivots. I don't think there's any statusing berries I need to be careful of. Yeah, this gauntlet is always super tricky. Especially when you're not doing a chestnut run. Yeah, the Veluza can be annoying. I always hate dealing with the Dredagon. The Dredagon is always a problem if you don't have a fairy type. No worries, bro. Twan Krabs, what's up in the YouTube chat? Appreciate you popping in. Yeah, like I have a somewhat safe, I think, strat for it, but it's not guaranteed safe. So. Let's see. Yeah, this should all be fine. We don't need any status berries, because Clodsire can soak up toxic spikes if Pincurchin goes for that. So we should be chilling. Could maybe go Muscle Band on Crobat, just to guarantee dual wing beat on Pansage. Yeah, so we could do that. Alright. Let's go for this here. Tuber Ricky. Alright. Electric Surge. Alright, so we're gonna try to stall out the turns here. We'll go for a Fake Out. It's burn one turn of terrain to start. And then we can't taunt because it has Mental Herb. So instead, we're just going to go for the two-shot. King's Rock for potential flinch. The least ideal move for it to go for would be to set up a layer of spikes. Toxic Spikes would be perfectly fine because we can soak it up with the Clodsire. So if it's... Toxic Spikes is what we want to really see, or a flinch, possibly. Okay. Alright, so that's not ideal, but it should still be fine. It's just gonna be annoying with the pivots. This should always be Raichu. Yeah. this is gonna be going for guaranteed rising voltage, so we're just gonna pivot through Clodsire. This is why the spikes are more of a problem. But it should be fine because it's only one layer. Alright, now it's either gonna be Surf or Fake Tears. We just go to Lapras. Yeah, this will also burn the Water Gem. Alright, perfect. So, terrain's down. So now... let's see here. Terrain's down, doesn't have Water Gem. So, I think we can just go to... either Leave Any or Persian. Persian would bait Simisage for either Leaf Storm or Focus Blast. Yeah, I think I want to go Persian because I want to save HP on Leave Any. So this will. I don't want this. I don't think I want this to Volt Switch. So I think we'll pivot once more through Clodsire into Persian. Yeah. CP Addict, what's up in the chat? Appreciate you popping in. Hope you're having a good day today. Right, so I think we're going to pivot here to prevent Volt Switch. And then we'll go back to Persian on a Surf. And then we can just one-shot with a Foul Play. This should always be Simisage for either Leaf Storm or Focus Blast. So we could... we could go to Crobat, probably. Yeah. Yeah, let's go here. Okay, Leaf Storm, perfectly fine. Pocket Jet's pack. Yeah, Alolan Persian is super useful. Fur Coat makes it way more viable in a lot of situations. Alright, so let's see. We got Clawitzer. This is probably going for Water Pulse, most likely, sometimes Dark Pulse. I think we could just U-turn into Leave Any from here. And then we can take out the Simisage after. so let's U-turn out into Levani. Water Pulse. Don't confuse, please. Thank you. And now we get a Leaf Blade for the KO. And then now it's just Simisage left. Let's see. What typing is Nature Power in this case? We're on Sand. Let me triple check. I think it's just Tri-Attack, right? Yeah. So we should be perfectly fine. We can just go for an X Scissor here. Yeah, we're chilling. Alright, cool. Very nice. Alright, so far so good. Now we got the Trick Room fight. So, let's see. Yeah, the game plan here was to lead Clodsire so that the Aromatisse won't set up Trick Room since we're already slower. What's up in the YouTube chat, you guys? Appreciate y'all popping in. Kim, this is a ROM pack called Pokemon Null. It's a difficulty ROM pack, and I'm doing a hardcore Nuzlocke of it, where if a Pokemon faints, I can no longer use it. Yeah, we lead Clodsire, take out the Aromatisse, bait Marowak, pivot Levani, and then Levani has a chance to sweep from there if we don't get frozen by Ice Punch. So we're gonna go... let's see. For backup, we're gonna go Person Berry on Crobat. We're gonna go probably just Orange Berry here. We're gonna go Miracle Seed here. I don't think I need really any other... I don't see anything else really that's of concern. think this should all be fine. Alright, let's do it. Alright, Lola. Aromatisse here has Trick Room, but my Clodsire is already slower, so that decentivizes the AI for setting up Trick Room here. So we're just going to go for the 2-shot with Poison Jab, as he's most likely just going to go for Mystical Fire. Yep. So, Poison Jab, always 2 shots here. Perfect. It's also nice because we have Unaware, so he won't set up Nasty Plot either. Alright, so this should always be Marowak. Yep. And it's got guaranteed KO with Bone Rush. So we're gonna pivot over to Leavanny. Yep. And then we can just one-shot this with a Miracle Seed boosted Leaf Blade. Alright. This will bring in Machamp. And we do have a chance to just sweep right here. Leaf Blade 2 shots. And Machamp's gonna go for either Rock Slide or Ice Punch. We can't get crit because of Leaf Guard. So, as long as they don't get frozen from Ice Punch, then we can just sweep. So, we'll go for Leaf Blade here. Okay, he rolled Ice Punch. Don't freeze. Nice. Cool, cool, cool. So this brings down Machamp. Maluza comes in, and we just also one-shot. This thing doesn't have any priority. Yeah, we just KO. Yeah, this is the case where Leaf Guard is more clutch than Sharpness. But I think usually in most cases you'd rather have Sharpness. Alright, time to deal with this frickin' Druddigon. Deals so much damage. Sandra, what's up in the YouTube chat? Appreciate you popping in. Hope you're having a good day today. Alright, so for this fight, we are going to lead Crobat. And we're gonna keep Muscle Bands. Muscle Band here. We're gonna go. Let's see. The thing that's cringe about this Dredagon is that it has glare. Which makes things a little awkward, especially for baiting. Which means I'll probably have to go Cherry Berry on Lapras. Although even at -1 attack, we're still dead to some if we get max rolled on either Dragon Rush or Thunder Punch. But the chances of them getting that 2-shot is super low. And I don't really have any other ways to play around it. So yeah, we're forced to go Cherry Berry here. Let's just go, I guess, Oranberry here. And then we'll go Chestos on all the other guys here. Alright. Should be fine. I could also maybe... Actually, let's go Chesto Berry on Gigalith as well. I could still potentially use it. Alright, well. I think if we get past this fight, I think we'll be looking good for the rest of the gauntlet. So. Yeah. Let's go for it. Alright, Edmund. Alright, we got Masquerain lead with Intimidate, but we have Inner Focus, so we don't worry about that. And Muscle Banded Dual Wing Beat. We'll always take this out. Alright. This will bait in Dredagon. Yep. He's gonna go for either Dragon Rush or Thunder Punch here. He could also potentially Glare if he doesn't see the killing roll. Either way, we need to go straight to Gigalith to get an Intimidate on it. Ideally, not Dragon Rush crit here. Yep. So that's actually okay. It saves us HP on this for later. We could potentially maybe try to get a second, Intimidate here. Let's see, is that worth doing? I don't think so, because I need to save HP on... I need to save HP on Persian for the Perugly later. so I think we just go straight to... we just go straight to Lapras here. Alright, we need to dodge high roll here. If we get high roll, then we need to dodge another high roll. Let's see a low roll, please. Okay, okay. 109. Okay, good. Okay, yeah, so we're just barely outside of max roll Thunder Punch. Good, so now we can go for Avalanche. Yeah, and if he does go for Glare, we do have Cherry Berry to work around that. Yep, just like that. So this won't get the boost, though. But this will deal at least half. Yeah. And then now... I think we go for Ice Shard here, maybe? To try to play around, because if it won't KO, but we could crit potentially to try to play around a second Glare. So I think that's probably better. We could also Icy Wind for higher damage. Yeah, let's try that. Okay. No second Glare, please. Okay. Alright, well, we're still not dead. But we do need to try to hit through Paralyze here. Okay, good. Woo! Alright, alright. That was scary. Alright, well, the rest of this should be fine now. Dash Bun should come in. This is gonna go for Play Rough. I think we just go straight to Crobat here. Alright, nice. Now we can go for Cross Poison. Goes for Yawn. That'll be either Play Rough or Fire Fang. Let's see, I think we probably just stay in here. We could also U-turn out, maybe. I think it's fine to pick at the K here, because if we go to sleep, then Frugly can't go for Hypnosis. So let's just pick up the KO here. Alright. Get put to sleep. Frugly comes in. He might Roar, which can be a problem because we do have Intimidate on Gigalith. We're just gonna go straight to Version here. Okay, return, that's good. And then now we can play around Roar by going for Taunt. Yeah, so we'll go for Taunt here. Yep, also makes it so I can't go for Hypnosis either. And then now we could just Foul Play. Alright, cool. So far, so good. I think we're looking good now for the last two fights. So for this fight, I think we are leading Leave Annie. Still with the actually give them back the Miracle Seed. We're gonna go Pecha Berry on Lapras, and then I think we could just go Orange Berries on everybody else. Let's see here. Chandler. Kingler lead. We have a very good shot. It's a 94% chance to KO with Leaf Blade here. But I think it's fine even if we miss it. Okay, good. This should bring in Palisand. Oh, Sazbot comes in. Why did Sazbot come in? Yeah, I think Palisand should have seen that it outdamages me. Sazbot is faster but doesn't outdamage. Not sure why that came in here. But at least it can't Swords Dance here because it sees that we could KO with X Scissor. So we just go to let's see. Yeah, we just go straight to Persian here. Headbutt. And then now we can KO with 2 foul plays. Now it's Palisand. And I think we could just simply go straight to... Let's see. Well, are we dead to crit here? Max roll crit is 82. We would be dead to crit poison, so we should swap. This is either Energy Ball or Sludge Bomb. So I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to Crobat. Yep, there's the Sludge Bomb. We're gonna Screech. And then swap to Lapras. Yep. And then now at -2, we can just one-shot with Liquidation. Alright, almost out. Just one more fight. And let's see... I had a couple leads in mind for this double battle. Let me see. I could either do Persian Crobat lead or Persian Clodsire lead. I think I like the Clodsire lead because I can get a Yawn off on the Meganium. And Clodsire can stay in on Zebstrika. Yeah. I think this should be... I think I prefer Clodsire lead. Alright, so we're gonna go Muscle Band on Persian. And then I think we could just go Oran Berries on everybody else. Actually, let me go... Let's go Bright Powder on on Clodsire. I think this should be fine. This gives us enough options to work around potential screens. Alright, let's do this. Alright, MS Paint. Meganium Weirdeer. So we can just outspeed and one-shot this Weirdeer with Muscle Bandit boosted Foul Play. Meganium's most likely gonna set up a screen here. Ideally, he doesn't go for Reflect. If he goes for Petal Blizzard or Light Scream, those would be the most ideal. And we're gonna go for a Yawn on the Meganium here. So Meganium goes down. Okay, Battle Blizzard, that's actually perfect. Nice crit. Alright. Now Zebstrika comes in. Who... probably need to swap Persian out now, unfortunately. Let's see. We're at 109. Max roll wild charge is 90. Plus max roll blizzard crit is 40. So 130. Yeah, we would be dead to double crit for sure. So, unfortunately, we might just have to swap out here. It's a little unfortunate. But... I could probably just swap to Leavanny from here. It should be fine. Yeah, let's do that. Because I don't want to risk double crit here. So let's go Leavanny, and then we're going to Poison Jab the Zebstrika. Low kick, that's fine. Okay, Petal Blizzard. Alright, this thing's at +1 now. Poison proc, that's actually really nice. And Meganium goes to sleep. Perfect. So now we could actually get the KO on Zebstrika, I think, with X-Scissor from here. And Clodsire... I think Zebstrika will most likely still go for low kick onto the Clodsire side. So we could pivot to Crobat from here. And we can X-Scissor the Zebstrika. Yep, perfect. Low kick. The game's asleep. And this should go down. Perfect. All right. And now we can just sweep from here. Very, very nice. Spamming those pedal blizzards. Yeah, that's gonna hurt your partner there, pal. Alright, well. Just like that, we should be out. And a crit to finish. Nice. Alright. Gauntlet down, deathless. Love to see it. Alright, made it to Slateport. Sure to talk to the tutor here. All right. Collect all these items first. Feint attack. Yeah, now we get to teach Clodsire an actual good ground move. Comping Tantrum. Let's go ahead and get our encounters here. So we have a guaranteed ground type here in Slateport. I think my preferred encounter here probably Gliscor would be really nice to get here. Yeah, Gligar, Phanpy. I think anything other than Cubone or the Nido, since I already have Clodsire. I think I'd be fine with anything else. Last time I got Cubone, unfortunately, so knowing my luck, I'll probably get the same thing. But let's see. Let's see, Gligar? Swinub, okay. I haven't used Swinub yet. We'll take it. Amir, I don't think you're ready for that, bro. I don't think you're ready for the reveal. Alright. Another ice type is also very much welcomed. Let's see. It's a good name for... Mammoth swine. I'm feeling Mountaineer. Alright, cool. Let's go up here. Get counts. Alright. So let's see for this grass. Got kind of a random assortment of stuff. Last time I got Togi, which I actually would like also for, since this is a for Ninja Run. Yeah, it's either a electric type, dark type, or yeah, it's a mix of steel, bug, dark. A lot of utility mons. So let's see. Let's see what we get here. Scraggy. Alright. That's interesting. Probably not the best mon on this route. But you do get Mega Scrafty in this game, so that's at least something. Yeah, let's see, we could speed this up a little bit. Let's see, it is another fighting type, which is nice, I guess. Scrafty. Alright. Let's go ahead and check these guys out here. All right, Swinub, Lax Nature, 0 attack. Great. Almost max defense though. I guess that's nice. 28 HP is also nice too. And then Modest. Very, very nice. Love to see it. Love to see that. My nature luck is terrible. Well, let's see what the evos for these guys look like. We got Oblivious, which is the worst ability because this could have been Thick Fat. Okay, okay. Missing these 50-50 abilities. Love to see it. At least we do get Mamoswine right away. Let's see, and then for Scrafty... Yeah, it just evolves naturally. Alright, so let's level these guys up here. Would have loved a fairy type from that grass, I think. But what can you do? Alright. Chip away. Scary face. Crunch. Alright, Scrafty. Facade. Ooh. Interesting. This gets Facade. Um, I mean, that could potentially be good. I mean, it's not stab. Guess I could teach that over Brick for now. I could always reteach it. Entrainment. Um, I think we're good on that. And then low sweep. I think we're also good on that. Because we already have... I mean... I could teach that over Scary Face, I guess. But Scrafty's base speed is pretty low. Yeah, I think... Scary Face or low sweep? Which one would I prefer? Let's go with low sweep. And then sky uppercut. So do we want that over low kick? Probably, maybe. I feel like low kick is usually good to have. It's most normal and rocker steel types are pretty heavy. The sky uppercut is also pretty high base power. Let me see. Yeah, because low kick could deal up to 120 base power, but it's pretty low if it's not that heavy. I feel like the guaranteed damage from Sky Uppercut might be more useful. Yeah. Let's do that. Let's level you up. Take down. Pilot Swine. Mist. Stomping Tantrum. Flail. No. Ice Fang. Let's see. I think we'll do that. And Mammal Swine. Freeze Dry. I mean, this thing, Mammal Swine is super low. Special attack. Oh, it's actually not terrible, 70. But if I'm using this against a water type, I feel like that wouldn't be great. So I think we'll skip that. Rock Slide. We could always reteach that with the tutor. Okay, cool. All right, let's get that in the calc. And then now we can take a look at the back-to-back. All right, let's see. see, I could go with Persian lead, but then Yuxi could swap out. Hey, what's up in the chat, you guys? Appreciate y'all popping in. Hope y'all are having a good day today. How are we doing this fight here? I have anything that outspeeds and one-shots the Basculin. And I really don't want Stealth Rocks against the Yuxi, so I might need to go Persian lead. So Persian could bait Kingoro or Drain Punch. Which means this thing has Quick Claw too, which is troublesome. Let's see. I could go Crobat, maybe, on a Drain Punch. Into maybe Emboar for the KO. That could work. The only problem is that if Emboar gets too low, we could be baiting Curse from Tentacruel. But I think either way that should be fine. Yeah, this thing has Mirror Coat, so I think I might just want to go Yeah, I can go Weird Ear. Weird Ear is a good counter. So I think that should be good. I know, no worries about that, Vales. Yeah, I'm glad I was able to get through it. The Dredagon one got a little sketchy, but we were able to make it through, fortunately. Yeah, so the encounters I just got, I got Mamoswine and Slateporter, and then I got Scrafty and the route right above that. So potential Mega Scrafty in the future, although it's modest nature, unfortunately. I think I have the second fight figured out, so now I just have to figure out the first fight with this lead. See, if I lead Persian, it's gonna bait either Wave Crash or Soak. Most likely Wave Crash. So... could maybe do like 3 damage leave any to proc a Citrus Berry so that we're not dead to Double Edge afterwards. So actually, no, this thing is banded, so... we could just go straight to leave any. Or maybe even go... Amoonguss, maybe? Either a Amoonguss or... leave any. Jarvis, what's up in the chat? Appreciate you popping in. Let's see. I just need to bring something for this Viper. Yeah, sure, I could show you my box here. I'm just trying to figure out the next fight. This is a ROM hack called Pokemon Null. So it's a lot more difficult. The next fight I'm doing is a back-to-back, so I have to bring the same 6 and I can't swap in between each fight. So I'm just trying to figure out the best way to do this. I think maybe Orthworm? Orthworm can deal with the Viper and the Liepard pretty well. So could probably just go maybe leave Annie then would be the way to go to deal with the Basculin. That might be the way to go here. I think this should work. Yeah, Leave Annie would probably bait fast KO with Foul Play from the Liepard. So we can just pivot straight to Orthworm. Orthworm could stay in and take out I am worried about assist though, that's the problem. But I don't have anything that one-shots Or anything that's faster and one-shots this. Actually... Greninja could. With a muscle band. And then Greninja could probably stay in. Yeah, that might just be safer, actually. I could deal with that. So then that leads straight into the second fight, which again we have Persian up front. Persian should always bait. Drain Punch from Pingoro. Pivot through Crobat into Emboar. Okay, let's I think that's probably, I think Greninja could be the way to go here. Making sure I'm not missing anything important here. Yeah, I think this is good. So let's go run Crobat. Gonna lead Persian. And Greninja. And Weirdeer. Bring Emboar. Alright, cool. And then for items, think we're gonna go... Let's see. Frostberry here. We're gonna go Cherryberry here. We will go... We can just go Thornberry here. Or actually, maybe... Let's go Quick Claw here. And then we'll go... go Bright Powder here. And then probably just Thornberries here and here. Raspberry, orange, cherry, plum, Bright Powder. I think this should be good. Actually, let's go berry juice on you, maybe? No. I think it should be fine. Alright. Let's try this here. Let's see. Mossberry, orangeberry, cherryberry, Whitlaw, Bright Powder. Checking everything here. think we're good. Let's do this. Alright. Alright, Aqua Grunt back to back, so we can't heal or switch our party in between each of these fights. Alright, so Basculin, Choice Band, Reckless, deal a lot of damage. We're leading Persian for the next fight. And right now, Basculin should see highest damage with Wave Crash. So we're going to pivot to leave Annie on the Wave Crash here. Yep, perfect. Alright. And we have Leaf Guard to block crits, so we're never dead to another one, and he's always locked in because of the Choice Band. So now we can just go for the K with a Leaf Blade here. So Basculin goes down. And this should bait in Lipard. Good. Because Lipard should see fast KO with Foul Play here. So we're going to pivot to Greninja on the Foul Play. Okay, good. So now he might go for Thunder Wave, and he has Prankster. So we have a Thunder Wave just in case, and we're going to go for a Low Kick for the KO. Perfect. Lipard goes down. Now, so Viper comes in. And let's see, we are now currently a fighting type. So let's see here. Which means its highest damage is with Iron Tail. I don't think we're ever dead to crit. Let me check. Iron Tail, max roll crit is 99. So we could just stay in. And go for the KO with extrasensories. Does he have flinch, maybe? Okay, that's fine. Yep, there's the crit, but it's fine. This thing doesn't have any priority or anything. So we just... yeah, go ahead and KO now. That finishes the first fight. So now we have the second one, which is more dangerous than the first one. The first one is just kind of there to butter you up. Now we got the real guy. Elite Grunt. Alright, Uxie Elite here has Stealth Rocks, Mystical Power, and Thunder Wave. So, to work around that, we, at least for now, don't want the Stealth Rocks to be up, so we are going to Taunt to prevent that. He could also swap here, potentially. So hopefully... I mean, either way, it would be the same result. So we'll get the Taunt here. Yeah, also prevents Thunder Wave. And he could also still swap from here, so we're just going to stay in and go for... just go for Foul Play in case he doesn't swap. Yeah, Mystical Power. Getting some damage on this is actually nice. If it doesn't swap out here, that would be most ideal. Okay, that was to be expected though. Pingaro comes in. And this thing is a little scary because it has a quick claw. So we need to work around that. So right now I should always be going for Drain Punch. You could also potentially Parting Shot. I'm not sure what the odds are. But most likely it should just be Draining Punch here. Yeah, there's the Quick Claw proc. Yeah, perfect. Drain Punch. And then now it should always be using Darkest Lariat. So we're going to pivot to Embor to take that. Oh wait, went for Parting Shot. Interesting. Okay, that changes things now. Oh, that's a little troublesome. Because now this thing can definitely set up Stealth Rocks from here, which was not ideal. But we gotta stick with the same plan. We're just gonna go back to just go back here. Yeah, there's the Stealth Rock. So now I have to worry about that. Let's see, I think we're still going to taunt though, because we don't want this to set up, we don't want it to Thunder Wave us. We could also fake out too. Is it worth faking out here? No, it's not worth faking out. Okay. Playing this song and dance with me. At least now he can't Parting Shot, so that's actually nice. So we're gonna do the same play. Go to Crobat, but now Stealth Rocks is up, so this is gonna hurt a little bit. Another Quick Claw proc, alright. At least he can't Parting Shot now. Oh, nice crit. Should be fine. And then now it should still see highest damage with Darkest Lariat. So we're gonna now go to Embor again. Can never be Parting Shot here. There we go. And then now we'll go for the KO with a Superpower. Nice, and we have the Bright Powder. I would have rather that on the Darkest Lariat, but it's fine. So Pangoro goes down. So probably bring UXC back in again. Actually, no, yeah, Tentacle comes in. Because after the Superpower, it should see KO with Dive. Yeah, so she shouldn't be able to go for Curse here. So we're gonna go to Weird Ear for the 1v1 on this thing. Yeah, there's the dive. So we are slower. So I don't think it matters really what we do here. So yeah, we just go for a Zen Headbutt. Oh, nice crit. And this will always one-shot. Nice. Alright, this should be... what's its face? Banette, yep. So Banette comes in, probably sees a KO with knockoff. So I think from here, again, we just pivot right back to Go back to Persian here. And then it should be checkmate from here. There's the Mega Banette. Knockoff, perfectly fine. Yeah, because we just one-shot this with foul play now. Perfect. And now it's just the Yuxi, which can't do anything to us. So we just taunt to prevent Thunder Wave. And then just go for foul plays. Yep. And there we go. Very nice. This is why Lilin Persian is pretty nice in this game. All right. Very, very nice. Got the Devon parts. Alright, so we can go ahead to Icicle Cave now. But I do have work pretty soon, so I'll probably gonna have to call it there for today. I can at least get the encounter first. So. Let's see. I would love to see a Satotl here. Satotl's a really cool Pokemon. I also liked, I had Arctozolt one time, and that thing just straight up counters Glacia's Articuno. Oh yeah, Sandslash is nice too. I think Sandslash is guaranteed Slush Rush, right? That makes it very useful. Yeah, guaranteed Slush Rush. But knowing my luck, I'm probably gonna get a Swift Swim Beartic. Let's see. Yeah, that's what I got on my last attempt. I made it to Icicle Cave. So hopefully that's on cooldown. Let's see what we get here. Alright. What do we got? What do we got? Well. I may have called it. Oh yeah, I forgot I don't have Thunder Wave on this again. fails. Unfortunately, I know my luck too well. I think this is gonna be Swiss win. Yeah, we can speed this up here. All right. Well. Let's see. Please be Slush Rush. Nope. This is Swiss one. Wow, I got it twice in a row. That's... Man. Such is my luck, I guess. Let's see, at least Impish is decent. 20 attack IV. I mean, we'll take it. But this thing is probably just gonna get sacked to Glacia. At least it gets defog. I could use that. So. Yeah, I know what it's. I think when you played Nuzlocke long enough, you just know, you have it like an instinctual of like, you know exactly what the unluck is gonna roll for you at times. Alright, well, let's level this guy up and then we'll probably call it there. See. Is the Marvel encounter separate from the Game Corner encounter? Because I see on the encounter sheet they're listed the same. Yeah, that's what I figured. Alright. Let's see. Trailblaze. Yawn. I think I remember the learn set I did on this was... I think it was Defog, Ice Shard, Icicle Crash, Superpower. I think that was the move set I had last time. Fog. Superpower. And Icicle Crash. Well, go ahead and call it there for today, and then clear out Icicle Cave next time. Vales, appreciate you tuning along with me, bro. Hope you have a great rest of your day. Hopefully I'll catch you in the next stream, but not, I'll catch everyone next time.